Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the next edition of our referral partner training here with LMG, Lifestyle Marketing Group. This is Shane Hyman coming to you live. We're just going to allow a minute or so to go by so we can admit everybody from the waiting room, okay? And then we're going to get started. We have another great training lined up for you here tonight. Just want to thank everybody for joining us as we are in very exciting times leading up to our June 1st soft launch. All right, so just give us another minute or so before we kick things off for this event here tonight. I just want to do some technical housekeeping while we also prepare to get everybody in here from the waiting room. All right, hope everybody's having a great day. Fantastic week so far as we round it off. We're doing really good with our numbers, okay? They're growing and they will increase. I feel very confident about our goal with our founders as we kick off our soft launch here June 1st. But either way, we're launching, okay? We're gonna soft launch this thing and we're gonna continue showing the world who we are and what we're here to do. All right, so just rest assured that we are moving forward with this thing. All right, so let's just give it another minute or so and we're gonna dive right in. We have another special training lined up. You're gonna be hearing from myself as well as one of our senior founders and top leaders here with LMG, and also officially our first corporate trainer as well, Miss Candy Schultz. Okay, she's going to be joining us as well, going over some social media and Facebook training that's going extremely well with her and her team members. All right, and we're just so fortunate to have her being so willing and ready to open up to everybody in the company. Okay, we're talking about real people with real solutions who are seeing real results. All right, and it's just absolutely priceless to be able to connect to that as we continue moving forward with all of our goals. You know, I I recently heard a quote, and it's something that we all know and believe to be true, but I had never heard it phrased this way, quite this way before. And it went a little something like this. It said, um, time is valuable, but solutions are priceless. Okay, time is valuable. Yes, it is. It is. Okay, but solutions are priceless. Okay, and that's what's so great about what we're doing here with Lifestyle Marketing Group. We found some solutions to some of the world's largest industries, and we've developed a system where our members and our referral partners can reap the benefits of those solutions and utilize those solutions to position themselves to create financial stability, which will be the foundation to lead them into financial abundance, okay, and wealth generation. And the type of wealth generation that I believe can bolster you into creating generational wealth, okay, where your children and your children's children will continue to reap the benefits. And this is what we want, okay, as we make history through this company and concept. All right, so let me just do a couple more things here and we're going to jump right in. Okay, we had some more people join us. Thank you very much for joining us. You're right on time. We're just about to get started. All right, my screen is now shared and we are getting started. All right, again, thank you all very much for joining us again for another Thursday evening LMG referral partner training where, you know, we go over information about LMG and how to see success, okay? As you all know, everybody gets a free account, and in that free account, you have access to all of our presentation material, all of our recorded webinars, and we utilize it this way so that way, you know, we can empower our members to build and grow as large of a business as possible so they can reap the benefits. All right, so instead of just generating leads that you can drip on and have them subscribe to a list, we actually create free members, and they get their own back office account in order to learn more about what it is that we're doing. Okay, so let me stop this. I just saw my my setting that I needed to find, and I just finished my final housekeeping. Yay! All right, so it's great. It's great to come together for this referral partner training so we can go into a little bit more detail, okay, and we can enhance the experience in your overall success rate. So again, you're going to hear from Candy Schultz here in a moment. I'm just going to go over a few things first, and then we're going to hand that right over. All right? All right. So I wanted to start by talking about a little bit of our technology and just explain a little bit more in detail about where we are in the process, and just to thank you all, for being here. Thank you for your crucial role in all of this as early members, as founders, and even after the founders opportunity is over, our early referral partners. Okay, when there's no more founders, when there's no more founders positions available, we're bringing people in for free still, and they have an opportunity to activate their referral business by purchasing the campaign subscription, and they'll become a referral partner. All right, and even our early referral partners, they play a crucial role as we're transitioning from this pre-launch stage into our soft launch stage. And all of the development that we're going to do in soft launch is going to propel us, okay, into massive growth and into a fully like grand opening type of launch. Okay, the type of launch where we'll actually be able to meet physically somewhere. Okay, God willing, all of this, coronavirus outbreak and all of this quarantine, all of these things will subside, and we're gonna really enjoy coming together as a new community and having a nice launch event. Okay, so but just know that during these pre-launch and soft launch stages, that this is very crucial as far as us developing our company. And I say our company because we talk about this all the time. I mean, this is why the founder's opportunity is so huge. And if you haven't upgraded to become a founder yet, we want to encourage you to do that, because you do not want to miss out. Because this is us, this is ours. Okay, but I just had a little note here written. Just wanted to be clear with you guys that I thank you guys all for your participation, and sorry for any challenges that you're experiencing or any of your team members are experiencing with the pre-launch back office. And if you haven't heard yet already, just know that we are going to be moving to a new back office before our June 1st soft launch. Okay, and even though we're moving to that new back office, we're currently fixing the issues in real time in our pre-launch back office, right? While we're preparing to move to the new improved back office, all right? The reason for this is, hey, we're a brand new company and we own our own technology, okay? Instead of renting MLM software that's already, in place, and, buying into those third-party softwares, no, we own our own technology, and that has a tremendous benefit to the company and to the members in doing so. Okay, because of that, we can afford to massively, just massively house free members. Okay, where we can really just pull them into our environment, let them be part of something, even for free. All right, and just continue adding as much value as we can to the free side, and giving them an opportunity to be a part of our community, and then pay to activate their referral partnership and continue duplicating from there. So us going about it this way is going to enable us to really do that. Okay, and I hope and I truly believe that the financial benefits of participating early will just outweigh the growing pains that we're going through in these early stages. So really, I'm thankful for all of the great leadership that we have, all of our founders who are helping to support and assist the team as we lay down this solid foundation for the future of this company. Okay, so thank you guys very much. Continue hanging in there, and we'll keep showing. We'll keep showing improvement. I believe we're already doing so, showing some great improvement as we move forward. Okay, so one thing that I did want to address as well, as we're talking about the ability to bring on free members, okay, and having that type of technology. Before we changed our launch date, originally we were going to launch September 1st. For those of you who are on the line right now and you've only been participating with us for, just recently here, just know that, our plan originally was we were going to launch in September, okay? And we changed that plan, based on demand and based on feedback from our senior founders and our early founders. We decided to push up the launch date and for us to do a soft launch for June. Okay. So, we're doing this because, instead of just building up massive momentum before we even do a soft launch, we figured we can start with our 1,000 founders. Okay. Instead of bringing in 5, 10, or 15,000 founders, and get the party started. Okay. We believe that the first, 1,000 founders, 1,050 founders, because we have our 50 senior founders, really appreciate you all, that those early members deserve to earn and deserve to be a part of something that has proof of concept, that has launched, that is paying its members. Okay. And not only will that help the morale of our current members as we build this momentum, but it will show the world, that we're real, we're here. We're not just smoke and mirrors. We've launched this thing as humbly as we possibly can with our first starting members, and we're growing from there. Okay. But now as we move forward, we will be implementing our payment assistance program. Okay. Now remember, the terms of our soft launch is that we're going to launch with what we have in place, and we're going to continue adding to it from there during the course of our soft launch period. And as we grow and see, growth in our numbers with our membership, we see progress with all of our developments and further testing, then we will position ourselves for our massive launch. And again, by that time, we're hoping that everything subsides so we can actually have a live meeting. And for those of you who will not be able to attend that live meeting, we're going to film it. We'll be broadcasting live during it. And we still want everybody to participate and have an opportunity to feel the energy that we're going to have when we get to that point and massively do a grand opening launch. Okay. But now the payment assistance program is going to be great because it will help free members who can't afford the $50 monthly subscription to be able to get started. Okay, they'll be able to unlock their account, they'll be able to get their share links, they'll be able to have access to our campaign assets that we have building out in that area, and they'll be able to use that to start building their referral network. Okay, but they're going to have to complete the LMG launch system training, and they're going to have to start building their referral business. All right. Now I'm going to show you guys a little bit more about the launch system training, and you'll know what I mean when I say they're going to need to maintain at least a 70% success rate in their action plan if they want to stay qualified as a participant in the payment assistance program. So with this, it means that we don't want to have anybody left behind. When we make this company and as we're taking it to market, we're thinking about not just the rich getting richer. We're thinking about medium and small size type of networkers or people. Not to be derogatory, but we care about the small guy too. We care about the person who's not good at recruiting. Okay, and you guys will learn too that we don't like that word recruiting. What we're doing here in our system is we're sharing, we're inviting, and we're referring people to our system and our solutions. Okay, now again, we feel like nobody should be left behind, and our solutions are strong enough where we can offer folks an opportunity, even for free, to come in and work their way up. All right, and what you guys have seen so far and heard so far with this program, which is making it unique, is the fact that we're a hybrid model. We're combining both network marketing with traditional marketing and advertising. Okay, and in doing so, that's the reason why we can offer both a passive participation opportunity and an active participation opportunity. And it's the point of it all is that if you are passive, you will still see results, but you're not going to see as much results or as fast of results as the person who is actively participating and promoting and using the tools and resources to grow their business right alongside with the automated results that they get from our artificial intelligence automated marketing and advertising system. Okay. All right. So just wanted to cover that a little bit and encourage everybody to, you know, uh, build, share, refer as much as possible, because even if folks come in for free and they haven't upgraded to become a founder, and even after the founder's opportunity is over, it's still great to load up your network with as many free members as possible, because what does that do? That's coding them to you. Okay, a lot of those people may not pay to activate their referral business until down the road. So if you already have them in your system, first of all, we get to market to them and keep encouraging them and sharing with them how valuable this is, and we get to drip on them the exciting news as we hit different benchmarks and hit our goals, and we have success stories circulating. All of these things will be exciting for those free members, and it's what's going to help establish that conversion rate, right, where you start having free members who want to activate their referral business. So definitely share, load it up with as many free members as possible. And just to give you guys some perspective on it, as it stands right now, we have over 5,000 members total in the database. That means, we started this thing from scratch. We didn't have an opportunity where we uploaded a database from a prior company or a prior team or anything. I mean, this literally started from scratch, totally organic growth. And to date, we have over 5,000 members in the database. And of that, we're touching the 700 mark as far as founders, okay, out of that 5,000. All right, so that just goes to show you, if a certain percentage of those 5,000 people who are already in the system decided to wake up and smell the coffee, the rest of those founder positions could be gone like tomorrow, right? Not to mention us bringing in more free members who are learning about it, seeing the value, and wanting to upgrade. So I just want to keep encourage you guys to share, find value on getting free members, as well as getting the folks who see it immediately and want to go ahead and pay to activate. All right. So again, a lot of the stuff that we talk about in our projections is predicated on getting three, right? And I just wanted to cover again the power of three income example, where we can show you the income potential. All right, and just remember, every time we show numbers, every time we show income potential, that we are not guaranteeing your income. I mean, we couldn't. Nobody can, right? But we still have to make the proper disclaimers that Lifestyle Marketing Group makes no guarantees to your income or earnings of any kind at any time. We're just going to show you the system. We want you to see the logic. We want you to be empowered by that information, so that way you can take action and build within it and generate the lifestyle of your dreams through passive income. Now, when I say the power of three, we have our income calculators in that back office, which allow you to run as many mock scenarios as you want to. Sidebar, if you want to compute, if you only have maybe 2 or 3 levels of infrastructure filled in to your 7 level, and you want to compute that, you can't just fill in the first 2 or 3 levels. You have to complete this whole thing, even if it's zeros. Okay, so that's just a side note for training. I had someone say that the calculator wasn't working for them. You guys, please know this, even as leaders, just in case some of your members have a question, we all can continue fielding those answers. So if you want this to work, this whole thing has to be filled out, okay? And if you want to do an example of just 2 or 3 or 4 levels, just fill in zeros the rest of the way, all right? But in this example, we're showing 3 who get 3, who get 3, who get 3, and they're all averaging 3 campaigns each. All right, that's just under $10,000 a month. And we talk all the time about how to cross over from the 95% of folks who are not wealthy into the 5% of people who are wealthy and generating wealth. Okay, it takes at least $125,000 a year to generate that type of wealth. And we're showing that through our model, just in the 7-level unilevel system, making money off of our $50 campaign subscription model. If you can just jumpstart 3 who are getting 3, you'll be on track to generate that type of income. So this is the power of 3. And guess what? You know, we want everybody to trust and know and believe that they can do it. You can do it. You can get 3, and you can jumpstart this type of duplication in your business and create this type of income. So that way you can cross over from 95 to 5. Okay. And again, it's not just, you know, your personal production that will create this for you. This is a hybrid model. So you'll have the help from the automated marketing, okay, and advertising, which helps build your team for you, along with you doing what you can do, following the type of trainings that we're going to share with you today as Candy Schultz takes over the training. When you have both working for you and both working for the rest of your team, it's far more likely that you can achieve 3. Who can get 3? Who can get 3? Who can get 3? So these are very exciting times as we jumpstart this thing, as we open it up, and as we start to not just talk about our vision, but actually see it unfold as a reality for all of us in our lives. Okay. Now, one more thing that I wanted to cover as a request of one of our founders and senior founders, just wanted to touch on the lease to own program for a moment here. Okay. And just let you guys know that, of course, the lease to own program is 100% totally funded by the members' commissions. It has nothing to do with your credit or any of those things, you know, and you can purchase any of those items. You can also use the lease to own calculator to plan, calculate, and execute that. And I'm going to show you our training program of, you know, how you can follow that to start planning and executing the lifestyle of your dream. Okay. And you know, one of the main questions was, you know, can you have more than one? Like if you're a husband and wife, you combine both of your incomes to purchase the house. Okay. And the answer is yes. Yes. Okay. The rule is 50%. All right. Will be applied to your lease payment. And again, those lease to own calculators will let you know, how much monthly income is required for you to lease to own, per se, a house at a certain price. It lets you know how much income you need to produce. So if you are a husband and wife and you're going in on the property, then yes, both of your incomes combined can be combined into one lease to own contract. As a matter of fact, I'll go out on the limb and let you guys know a little bit early before we even launch this stuff, but real estate investment is a huge part of wealth generation. I'm a firm believer of that. That's the reason why I got licensed in real estate. I didn't get licensed in real estate because I wanted to work as a real estate agent. That too is a linear income. Sure, you're your own boss, but if you don't work, you don't what? You don't get paid. Okay. It's a linear income. Now, real estate investing, on the other hand, is wealth generation. Okay. So I'm a big, promoter of real estate investing. And guess what? We have contracts with some builders and with some revolutionary building materials. We're going to get in front of some developments. Okay. Of some, not just homes, but also some multi-unit apartment complexes and things of that nature. And one of the things that we want to make available to our members as we move forward and everybody's generating income is an opportunity to co-opt and collaborate on real estate investments. And at that point, it will be very similar to the husband and wife dynamic, where 2 people and their incomes are collaborating on one lease to own contract. We'll do the same thing when it comes down to some of these, houses, tract homes and apartment buildings, developments that we want to participate in as a community. And those who want to participate in that through using their commissions will be able to come into a smart contract that will enable them to participate in a multiple type of way. So just letting you guys know, I mean, there's so much stuff that I'm not even sharing yet. But I want to start sharing a little bit more just so you guys know the vision of where we're going, and that, we're just barely scratching the surface, sharing what this concept is going to be. And as it unfolds, we'll be able to do way more than what we're talking about. So thank you guys very much. We're almost ready for Candy. I'm just going to take another few minutes to cover. Let's see here. I want to cover our training really quick here, and then I'm going to pass it over to Candy. Okay. Now, we talked about getting 3. All right, and we talked about not just the power of 3, the type of income that it will generate, but we also talked about the payment assistance program. Okay, and part of the requirement of the payment assistance program when it becomes available is making sure that you have completed this getting started launch system training, and that you are maintaining a 70% in your action plan, and the action plan is built into this getting started launch system. Okay, so you guys will see this launch system in your back office under resources. Those of you who have upgraded, we haven't made this available to the free members just yet, but we will. And in the meantime, if you're paid and you're a founder, download this, make this available, talk to your teams. You guys are all fantastic leaders, and you're able to use this as a resource to disseminate to your teams and encourage them and support them and lead them through this process. But we want you to plan your lifestyle, everything from the car you want to drive, the homes you want to live in, the world-class vacations you want to take. This is like a dream vision board. Okay, and we're in the process of making this digital, so that way everybody can do this digitally. It's more accessible, and then it's more shareable, so we can collaborate and share what our dreams are, what our vision is for the future. Okay, but there's no need in dreaming and having a vision if you're not willing to set goals, make a plan, and follow it. So that's part of what we're doing as well. You got to set goals for your success. There are plenty of research studies that have gone down and just really proven the effectiveness of setting goals. Okay, and your goals have to be smart, right? They got to be specific, measurable, attainable, and time sensitive. Okay, so we're setting the tone of what you need to do, and the first step is for you to identify your why. If you guys didn't join yesterday's Why Wednesday event, my goodness, we have the replay available. It was yet another great event. Thank you to everybody who participated in that and shared their why. This is crucial, okay? That why is what's going to drive you. It's what's going to make you never quit. It's going to help you overcome every obstacle because you remember why you're doing it, okay? Now, once you know about this why and you're getting more deeper into your why, then you want to make a commitment of time to your why, okay? And we want you to do that in this training as well. And then you can continue planning your future lifestyle, right? We talked about the lease to own option. We have the lease to own calculators where you can enter the price of the item, all right? And then it'll let you know the type of monthly income that is needed for you to lease that item at that price, all right? And then you can, from there, use your monthly subscription commission calculator to calculate the amount of infrastructure, the size team, the size network that you need to build in your 7-level unit-level matrix in order to generate that amount of income that's required for you to lease to own that item. And remember, this is just one out of 6 ways. Remember, 6 ways right now because we're in the Founders Pre-Launch Opportunity. If you haven't upgraded yet, you want to upgrade, because once the Founders Pre-Launch Opportunity is over, there's only going to be 5 ways to earn, not 6. You're not going to be able to get in on that Founders bonus. But again, this commission calculator is showing you just 1 out of the 6 ways that you'll be earning, just for you to plan what type of size team that you need to create in order to qualify to lease to own those items. Okay. All right. So third, we keep it, old school, the network marketing. Write out a list. Excuse me. No, third is listing your items, okay, and the cost of it, so you can add it all up. House, the price of it, the income needed. Car, the price of it, the income needed. If you want a yacht, if you want a plane, list that there. Dream. You can do it. All right. We're going to make waves here. We're going to show the world what the system can do. So some of the top leaders right now are building the size teams where they will be Black Card members one day. If you see on the website under membership, the Black Card is the highest card membership. And it's when you have 25 referrals on your first level and your monthly income has reached and or exceeded $1 million per month. Okay, so you can have a jet with that if you really want to. Okay, and beyond. So yes, okay. Now step 3 is to develop your vision statement, what you want, when you want it, and what you will do and what you will give up to get it. Okay, and it's very important to write that down. Write it down multiple times a day. This stuff works. Don't take my word for it. You're going to see and hear plenty of people online. Just start watching these positive YouTube videos. Start hearing everybody speaking in these commencement speeches and everything else that's happening. Okay, write it down. It makes a difference. All right, and then create your detailed action plan based on your vision statement. Okay, be very specific about what you're going to do to make your vision a reality. You're going to post so many times a day. You're going to love so many comments. Candy's going to talk about all that right now. You're going to comment on your fellow LMG referral partner teammates posts and things of that nature. You're going to make this action plan. And guess what? As we move forward and we continue with our technology, we're going to track all of this, all of these daily, what we call MMAs, money-making activities. We'll track that, and we're going to be able to add further incentives for the people who are being active and following their plans, where they can get more bonuses and they can get some extra distribution in the results that are generated through marketing and advertising and so forth. Okay, so there's a lot that will continue to be added as we move forward. But hey, at the end of the day, what does that mean? That means that our team members, our network, our referral partners will be getting rewarded for doing what they should be doing anyway. Okay, so we'll start the process of doing it anyway, and then it'll be icing on the cake to be rewarded for doing what you should be doing anyway. And number 5 is old school. Write out that list. Okay, we don't have to do it on napkins and things that we've seen in the past, but write out that list, name, phone numbers, and emails, and follow up. Especially as we move forward here and we do the soft launch and we're paying out some commissions and stuff. We don't have to be embarrassed for some of our family and friends. We'll have some proof of concept. We can start, not prejudging anyone and letting everybody know about how amazing this is. And then 6 is lifestyle party. This is in-home meetings. I know we're in quarantine right now. We'll get past it and start having some in-home meetings. We'll Zoom a top leader into each meeting. I'll be happy to Zoom into some of you guys' home meetings wherever you are in the world. We're going to get going on that too as soon as we're able to do so safely. Okay. And number 7 is your first objective is to get your first 5 in the first 72 hours so you can capitalize on that referral speed bonus, which means you only need 5 instead of 10 to qualify for the lease to own program. All right. So, the referral marketing system is up and running for pre-launch. You guys have your links there that you can use to invite people in for free and help them be able to upgrade. Okay, so without any further ado, I think this is the perfect time to start to bring Candy up, okay, as she's going to go over some really good Facebook training. Okay, we got some good Facebook training. Her and her team are seeing tremendous growth and results by using these strategies and staying consistent within their activities within this strategy. It's really paying off. All right, and a lot of people are starting to catch on and starting to follow the same system, and over time they're starting to see those results too. It will continue to compound and grow. If you work it, it will work for you. Okay, so with that being said, let me work on bringing Miss Candy Schultz up. Just let me locate her so I can unmute her. Hi, Candy. I've unmuted you. Are you there?
I'm here, Shane. Hello.
Wonderful, wonderful. Hey, guys, I just want to just give her this, proper introduction again. Candy Schultz, one of our 50 senior founders here helping us spearhead this whole thing. Truly has stepped up to the plate in many ways to help not just her team, but the entire company. She is officially our first corporate trainer here with Lifestyle Marketing Group. And we all are just very fortunate to have her on board. And, I appreciate everything that she's doing from the bottom of my heart. So without any further ado, I want to introduce Candy Schultz up to our training here tonight.
Thank you, Shane, so much. And it is truly my pleasure. And gosh, just watching you go through the information again. If you didn't know you were a part of something truly extraordinary, I hope that you caught a glimpse of that just from the information that you went through. And you went over several different ways from the old school marketing. There's even our free members, those are leads for us. Those are leads that we're generating. And if you haven't gotten to see the drip emails that are being sent to our leads who have taken that free look around, that free position, and haven't upgraded as a founder yet, the drip emails that they're getting are wonderful. Like, they make me smile when I see what our free signups are getting, because they're getting valuable information. They're getting really the core components of what LMG is all about, Lifestyle Marketing Group. There isn't anything else like this anywhere, not online, not offline. Can you align with such a company that even when the CEO, the creator, the owner himself is talking about it, I mean, that's the mark of a true professional, because you're just so calm, cool, and collected, talking about it very professionally and very positively, but no smoke and mirrors. I mean, you're paying attention, and if you don't pay attention, you'll almost miss some of it, because we're so used to being on these calls where we're seeing the fireworks and the smoke and the mirror, and you're not going to believe it, and wait till you see what we're going to do, and all of these voice inflections and all of these different things. And with Shane, he's just matter of fact, this is what LMG is, and this is just the beginning, and wait till you see. And I don't want you to miss really the excitement of all that, because excitement is a good thing as long as it's authentic. And what's happened to so many of us is we've gotten excited to be quickly deflated. And so that's what I love about this. I seriously cannot, I'm having a really hard time focusing on anything else. After, gosh, almost 30 years of being an entrepreneur and being a serial entrepreneur at times, a serial, however you say that, real estate investing, gosh, Shane, that was one of the big things that I did for years and years and years. Buying distressed homes, completely restoring them, staging, styling them, and getting them ready to be here on this earth long after I'm not. So I'm so really thankful to have found LMG when I did, because I know a lot of people that I've been blessed enough to develop relationships with, and we were all looking for LMG without even realizing we would find so much more. And so I'm truly thankful, and it's my honor and really just a joy and a pleasure to share my number one way, my number one tool to grow an online business. It's through Facebook, and it is the number one and really solely the only thing that I use now. So it's understanding how to use it and how to get the benefits of it actually working for you. That's going to help you succeed. Because what I've found is there's so many things. I mean, there are programs and there are trainings and there are so many things out there that are for sale that are going to teach you, how to get leads and how to do this and how to do that. And let's face it, many of us are attracted to LMG because of the passive part of it, right? That automation, that AI technology that's going to help grow our team. But we want to empower ourselves to do so much more. At least I hope we do. I do. I know many people do. So we want to get every benefit that we can out of those 6 ways to earn. And the way to do that is to be an active participant, not just a passive participant. And the only reason I think so many people, maybe even on this call, and oh, gosh, we're at 691 founders now, almost 700. And I would venture to say that the most attractive thing is that passive opportunity. And it's wonderful because we're going to be paying for it, right? It is a part of our marketing campaign. It's a part of our package, and we want to get value for what we spend our dollar on. But many times we're intimidated, and the reason that we're intimidated is because we don't know how to do it on our own. And a lot of the things that have been tried have not been tried and true for us because they're just not something that we can work into our daily routine. And what I love about what I've been able to work into my daily life, and many of my team members have as well, and I hope many of you will begin to, as this information is now shared on our LMG corporate Facebook group page, is you can incorporate what I'm sharing with you into your daily life, into whatever you're doing. And if you can do that, you're going to have more opportunity, and you're going to be more likely to succeed. And if you're succeeding and you're sharing and you've got something worth sharing like LMG, something that's actually going to work, something that you're going to be able to provide proof of concept for, then it's just going to empower you even more. One thing is going to work off the other, and you're going to find yourself in a whole different place. So if you could cue up that video for me, Shane, I would like to start with a little video because I'm going to talk to you today. I'm going to really parallel on what we talked about last Thursday. And if you weren't able to attend last Thursday, which was our first Getting Started training series that Shane and I are doing together, then I just encourage you to watch the recording. It is in your back office. I am going to put it on the LMG corporate Facebook group page as well. And I would just encourage you to watch that. I finally watched it myself. And I learned a few things because, we learn by teaching, we learn by sharing, and sometimes we find ourselves saying things that we ourselves forgot. And it's like, oh yeah, I need to do that. I need to do more of that. So yeah, if you can play this video, we'll get started.
Prove it. Like, no. Right? Because when you met her, you didn't love her. Right? Now you love her. Right? Tell me the day the love happened. It's an impossible question, right? But it's not that it doesn't exist. It's that it's much easier to prove over time, right? So all leadership is the same thing. It's about transitions. So if you were to go to the gym, right? It's like exercise, right? If you go to the gym and you work out and you come back and you look in the mirror, you will see nothing. And if you go to the gym the next day and you come back and you look in the mirror, you will see nothing, right? So clearly there's no results, can't be measured, it must not be effective. So we quit, right? Or if you fundamentally believe that this is the right course of action and you stick with it, like in a relationship, I bought her flowers and I wished her happy birthday, and she doesn't love me. Clearly I'll give up. That's not what happens. If you believe there's something there, you commit yourself to an act of service. You commit yourself to the regime, the exercise. You can screw it up. You can eat chocolate cake one day, you can skip a day or two. It allows for that. But if you stick with it consistently, I'm not exactly sure what day, but I know you'll start getting into shape. I know it. And the same with the relationship. It's not about the events. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency, right? You go to the dentist twice a year, your teeth will fall out. You have to brush your teeth every day for 2 minutes. What does brushing your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes do? Nothing. Unless you do it every day, twice a day for 2 minutes, right? It's the consistency. Going to the gym for 9 hours does not get you into shape. Working out every day for 20 minutes gets you into shape.
So yeah, what we've got here on the screen, like I said, we're going to be talking about consistency. And it's exactly what this says. If you want to be taken seriously, be consistent. So some of you will remember last week I talked about when you are sharing and posting on your Facebook page, what do people want to see? They want to see you being consistent. And sometimes what stops you from being consistent is you give up. You think, kind of like that first video, well, I gave her flowers and I gave her candy and she doesn't love me yet. And I hear that a lot. Like I posted and nobody reached out to me yet. I posted for a week and nobody reached out to me yet. Well, if you went to the gym for a week, do you think you'd see very many results? Probably not. And it's such as life. Everything that we do, just like brushing our teeth every day, and I was talking about motivation from, our our classic good friend Zig Ziglar. I'm sure many of you are like me, and you almost feel like he's this friend that that you kind of grew listening to. I know that my kids grew up listening to him, and I love what he used to say. People will say, motivation doesn't work. Having a positive mindset doesn't work. It doesn't work. Well, sure it does. Think about your endorphins. Think about how good you feel when that first happens. But it's like bathing. Unless you do it often, the results of it aren't going to last, are they? So consistency is so important. And so is proof of concept. So it's not really going to matter too much to you for me to share what I'm going to share unless I'm able to actually prove some results with you, right? So I've been able to, just from Facebook alone, and again, I encourage you to listen to last week's training because it's pretty comical, how much I didn't know when coming online. I had to learn everything from the ground up, having a lot of success offline, being used to, targeting a goal, going after it consistently, and having that vision board, just like Shane said, a lot of the material in our back office is kind of like a vision board, if you will. And what does the word say? The word says, write the vision and make it plain. It's so important, to have our vision before us. And that's why Wednesdays are so, I think, important and valuable to LMG as a company and to each of us as individuals. When we understand our why, it helps us to be more committed. Because think about it, we all have a why. It kind of becomes white noise to us sometimes. Our why can be the basics of, we've got to pay our bills, so we're going to go to our job and we're going to get in our car, and every day kind of becomes another day looking like the next, and we're kind of going through the motions of life and not really living it. And that's my passion, and I know it's the passion of Shane and so many of you. We just want to help people live their life, not just exist, but to empower you to have more. That's why Lifestyle Marketing Group exists. It exists to help you move past, if your goal is to, have more freedom, to be at home with your kids, to homeschool, to, oh no man, anything but love by paying off your debts, to no longer have to commute or go to something or do something that you're no longer passionate about, to quit jumping from opportunity to opportunity, but to finally connect with something that's going to help you sustain your life. That's what this is about. That's what this is here for. So isn't it worth being consistent, to get there? So it's not about being perfect. It's about effort. And when you bring that effort every single day, that's where transformation happens. And that's how change occurs. And I don't think that I have a better testimony of that than I do with my very good friend who I met online, who reached out to me one day because we were in another company. This has been about 2 years ago. And she was seeing that I was happily sharing, results of how I was connecting with people. And oh my goodness, I was so happy to share it because I knew nothing until I knew something, and I started, teaching and training myself. I thought if I came online, I could make six figures online just like I did offline. That was not the case. But, we live and we learn, and then it's what we do with that information. People, again, here's Zig, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And if you can help enough other people get what they want, you are going to get what you want. And that's what LMG is all about. It's about all of us corporately working together, locking arms, aligning, helping to empower LMG with a strong foundation, getting those 1,000 founders by June 1st. And I know that we can do it. And the way that we're doing it, many of us are doing it, is one by one, and it's happening. And, tomorrow we'll be in the 700s, soon we'll be in the 800s. And before you know it, we'll have every spot filled. And, like Shane talked about, there's 5,000 free members. Well, what if they all decide tomorrow that they want to be a founder? Well, there's only 300 spots left. So, it could change overnight. It could change at the drop of a hat. So if you're waiting to share with someone special, I was encouraging several people yesterday, don't wait. If you're kind of thinking about bringing in your spouse or a friend and you've been hesitant to share, all you got to do, I'm telling you, all you got to do is share that April 16th Zoom with them. It is so powerful. It explains why we are launching, why we decided to launch on June 1st, and how we are launching with only 1,050 founders. It's powerful. Numbers do not lie. The numbers themselves, if you do the math, that's proof of concept right there. And when I was researching this company and looking at everything, I was seeing proof of concept already just by the numbers that this man named Shane Hyman, who at the time I didn't know. So then finally, when I did my research and I reached out and talked to him, I was like, this is real. And this is what we've been looking for. So now all we really want to do, all I really want to do, well, I want to do a lot of things, but my purpose with you right now in this little bit of time that we have is just simply show you one way to empower yourself to not just align with the $50 per month packages and let the passive income work for you, but for you to actually align with yourself, believe in yourself, empower yourself to do something as easy as sharing on Facebook. So in our corporate Facebook group page, if you haven't gotten into that yet, please do. I'm sure that your sponsor has a link or one of the chat groups has a link, and possibly yeah, I'm sure that you can get it, and we'll share it on the next training, but just reached out to somebody's going to be able to get it for you. But on the Facebook group page, I have this all detailed out, and the title of the post is how to grow your own targeted audience from your Facebook page. Now, Facebook, you might think, this is silly. Am I really going to be able to grow a team just from Facebook? Well, look, there are 2.45 billion monthly active Facebook users, and there are 1.62 billion daily people who log in. Now that's 2019. It has grown from 2014, actually 1.34 million is what it was in 2014. It was 1.34 million. It is now in 2020 projected to be 1.69 billion with a B. So that is incredible. Facebook just continues to grow every day, every year. It's not going anywhere. So why not utilize this free platform to help grow your business? And you can do that by utilizing your page as your platform to engage with a targeted audience. What's a targeted audience? People who are like-minded with you, people who are looking for what it is that you're sharing. And a lot of times you're posting, you jump right in and you start posting, and nobody's really engaging with your post. Well, you need to broaden that audience. And if you're not comfortable doing that with your current Facebook page, you can actually create another profile. And there's a post on that in our corporate group as well on how to do that. So Shane, if you will, let's bring on Marcia Flack, because she has done all of these things that I've talked about. And she's went from no engagement or very little engagement to now being one of the top leaders actually on my team.
All right, Marsha, you're unmuted, and thank you so much for joining. And congratulations for all your success.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Welcome.
Marsha.
Thank
So
you.
if people are on here, some of our team members, some of our friends, and then I'm sure we have some new faces on here as well, and they can listen to the recording. But last week we talked about kind of where you were at. Do you want to just share a little bit on that when you reached out to me, where you were at as far as being able to get anybody to participate in anything that you had to offer, basically?
Yes, when starting out, posting on Facebook, I didn't get a lot of engagement. I started with my own personal Facebook account, but I didn't like that, so I created two what I call business Facebook accounts, and grew my page there, grew with like-minded people. And I just kept on consistently doing that every day. And I have, like I said, 2 Facebook groups, and there's like 4,000 and some in each Facebook group that I have, those 2. And it's just consistent every day. I go in there every single day. It's just like you go to a job, you have to go in there and go from there.
And be consistent, right? Now, when
Very
you're saying
consistent.
Yes. Now, when you're saying Facebook group, you actually mean just a personal profile page. I do the same thing. I say group when I just mean my page. But
Yes.
just to save confusion for anybody, that you actually, and when you call them your business page, it's just what you call them because you know that you use them for business, but they're actually just a personal profile page, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So last week, you were sharing some of the success, and you actually used the steps that are laid out on the how to grow your targeted audience from your page. You actually used those steps and continue to do so, correct?
Yes.
So people who do what you did, who went from, you actually said, I just can't do this. I can't get anyone to join with me. And you said, just show me what to do and I'll do it. And that's exactly what you did, and you haven't stopped. So last week, tell us how many free members you had and how many paid. And then 1 week has went by. Tell us how many free members you have and how many paid today.
Okay, last week I had 15 members that did not pay, and 7 out of those 15 were paid members. Now this week I have 26 members, and out of the 26 I have 11 paid members.
Great.
Just
And
in
how did
1
you?
week.
In 1 week. So in
Yep.
1 week, you have grown from 7 paid to 11 paid.
Yes.
Okay, if anybody out there would be happy with those results, I just invite you to type a 1 in the chat. I'd like to see how many people would be happy to actually go from, getting 4 people added to your team, paid members added to your team in just 1 week. However, last week you had 7 and today you have 11. Now, did you spend any money to do that?
Nope.
So
Not
how
a
did you
dime.
do it? What did you do? Did
Just be
consistency?
consistent.
Yeah.
Yep.
So consistency had something to do with that. So tell us what a day looks like for you.
Well, I get up and I will check both of my Facebook accounts. I check the messages from getting back to the people that I'll do a post just to catch somebody's interest. And when they ask information, I go ahead and I send them the information, and along with the April 16th Zoom call and a little write-up that you had written up, Candy, that works wonderful. And I send that to them. And then I give them, I wait a day. I know sometimes you're not supposed to wait that long, but I'll wait a day and message them and say, I just wanted to know, following up to see if you got a chance to watch the video. And then after that, I will follow up, I don't want you to, I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity, and kind of like that. So I follow up with the people that have asked information every morning. I do that. And I go through all that, and then every day, or at least there hasn't been maybe 2 days that has gone by where I at least put a new post up, just like about, just a short little thing to catch a person's interest, to show them how great the LMG opportunity is. And once they see that video and everything, it's not very hard to get them to join, because they see how awesome this really is.
Exactly. And so you aren't doing, any paid ads. You're not doing any Facebook lives. This is something that you're able to incorporate into your life. A lot of days you have your grandchildren, or maybe your kids come over to see you. Of course, you're married, you've got a husband, and you've got things to do around the house, cook dinner, and you've got a life, but you're able to do this. Like you said, this is your work. This is your job. This is what you do. This is what you choose to do daily. And, Shane just showed us that 3 who get 3 who get 3. So knowing what you know and being able to do what you've been able to do, Marcia, how, without making, of course, any income claims whatsoever, because nothing can be guaranteed, but knowing what you know, how excited are you after looking at a screen like that?
Oh my God.
3 who get 3. Like, does that intimidate you?
I'm so excited, and I'm so grateful and thankful for this opportunity. I just get goosebumps talking about it right now. I honestly got goosebumps. It's just, I'm very thankful for LMG.
Yes, exactly. And so, Marcia, do you think that anyone who's listening to this could go to that Facebook post that's on our corporate Facebook page, and I'll talk a little bit more about it, but they can go there for, the detailed instruction. Do you think that anyone who does that and chooses to be consistent can do exactly what you've done?
Absolutely. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
That's exactly right. And the cool thing is too, and I love this, is Marcia, you do what I call just authentic raw post. So they're just, you usually use, the color images that come up through Facebook. So you just have enough words that fit in that color image. You're not using any graphics. You're not making any income claims. You're not doing any smoke or mirrors or anything. All you're doing is creating interest, like, just a short post. Somebody could actually go to your page, to one of those 2 pages and see what you do. And people are responding to that, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I get, like, just from today's post, I think I got, this morning I had posted on one of them, there's like 20 some, and the other one is close to like 31. So yeah, it, just a little tiny bleep just to get their attention. And I mean, and that seems to work for me. If I do just, like the colored and just something little, and it just grabs their attention, and it seems to work for me. It's sometimes I don't know if they, how people kind of get lazy or bored and they don't want to read a long thing, and it just catches their eye. Oh geez, I'm going to ask her for information. And that's been working for me.
Exactly. And you have done what? You have grown the targeted audience. So you went from creating a new Facebook profile account, which could be very intimidating. And then if you'll just repeat again those numbers, because, we have a 5,000 limit, and how much you have, like over 4,000 on both of them, correct?
Correct. One I have like 4,800, and the other one is like 4,600.
So what's happening is when Marcia posts, her posts are, so we've all driven down a highway and we've all seen that billboard, right? We've seen a billboard. Why are billboards on highways? Because they're well-traveled roads, right? So Marcia's 2 Facebook profile accounts are actually billboards for her. And because she has grown that targeted audience, her Facebook profile pages are a well-traveled road with people who are looking to connect with like-mindedness. Now, she just doesn't post, about LMG with that. And you never mention LMG, do you? You don't mention the name of the company.
No, never.
Why? You want to share with people why?
Because I don't want them to go, sponsor shopping or anything. You put, you type something in about lifestyle marketing, they're going to go Google it and go to they could go to somebody else. And, I just like to keep it, they don't, until they message me and want more information, that's where I will give them the name of the company, because I don't want them to go sponsor shopping.
Exactly. And that's what happens, especially if you haven't developed a loyalty yet, you know, or a base, because probably what you're starting to see now, Marcia, is not just people commenting on your post. And I know I have this happen a lot, and I think it's starting to happen to you a lot. A lot of my comments actually happen behind closed doors in Messenger, where people, you know, we've developed that relationship, and instead of, you know, commenting on my post, they'll just reach out and say, hey, Candy, what is this that you're posting about? What is it that you're doing? Is that happening with you as well?
Oh yeah, I bet you I got about 6 people that have, you know, joined me in another company that have gotten to know me. And like you say, you get to know a person and trust a person. It's like, oh, what is that, Marcia? You know, I want to find out what that is. Give me some more info. And they're like, they see the info and they're right behind me. You know, they're following me. They're going to do this with me.
Exactly. It's all about relationships, you know, and that's the thing about being online. When I, you know, made the full transition from no longer working offline, you know, I had my own businesses. So of course I saw people face to face. We had that personal contact, and offline, it's all about personal relationships. So why should it be any different online? And so what has happened online is a lot of credibility and a lot of trust has gotten lost. You know, there for a while there was this trend that everything was a pyramid scheme and everything was a scam. And the reason why that was happening is because there were so many non-legit things that were being posted out there that just weren't real. And when you would ask for information, you would get a link dropped in your inbox. And that's no way to develop a relationship. So the way that that I've trained, and Marcia, you know, she even, you know, like she just said, she uses the text that I even gave her. How simple is that? She doesn't, she just does it. You know, she just simply takes what's the tools that have been given to her, and she just does the work every single day. So thank you so much, Marcia, for sharing with us.
You're very welcome.
Okay, so I think I have another screen, Shane.
Yes, here you go.
Okay, so this is really important to know. 96% of active Facebook users are actually active through a mobile device, and that is true of me. Everything that I do, I am holding this phone in my hand right now. Yes, I need to transition to a laptop, but everything I do, probably so much of the time I make it much more difficult, but I just love the freedom of this, the mobility of this, literally the mobility of this. You know, sometimes my daughter or my son, they'll laugh at me and they'll say, that is so cool that you're able to just do everything from your phone like that. Like, you know, at first when it wasn't working, they thought I was nuts. Like, what are you doing? Go back, and you've got to go back and do what you used to do. Like, who are you? What are you doing? This can't possibly work. Like, I don't even know. And it was so funny because my adult daughter says, when people say, what is your mom doing now? I don't even know what to say. So it is funny, and you know, we all have our whys, and we all have our reasons for doing what we're doing. And for me, I wanted the freedom. I felt like my businesses owned me. They certainly owned my time, and now I have time freedom. And guess what? So much of the time that I was, you know, interacting with people in my businesses and different things like that, one of the things that really used to hurt my heart is, say I would be talking to a customer or a client and they would say, oh, I've been on vacation and I've got to go back to work tomorrow. And their voice would be shaking and they would almost have tears in their eyes. And I would think, gosh, you know, I just hate that you're doing something that you dread so much. And so I used to think, what if, you know, what if I could find something that I could just share with people, that I could impact their life? And that was another reason why I wanted to come online, is I was so passionate about that. I was so passionate about not just finding freedom for myself, but being able to share that freedom with other people. So knowing what you know and being able to do what you can do from Facebook, it wouldn't mean anything unless you had a company like LMG to align with, right? Because we have this conduit, because we have this vehicle, called LMG, that's actually legit, professional, that's unlike anything else that we've ever seen. Because we have LMG, we can actually be consistent and take the time and feel like what we're doing is worthwhile, because what we have to share is actually worth sharing. So Shane, do I need to go ahead and kind of cut it off, or do I have a few more minutes?
I would say, we had a few people drop off, but if you guys want
Okay.
to, we got some dinner to get to. You guys are more than welcome to drop off. But Candy, I would say, yeah, go ahead and take a few more minutes.
Well, I'll just go ahead and close it out. So what I want to encourage everyone to do is just go to our LMG corporate Facebook page. The information that Marcia and I were just sharing with you, it is on there. How to grow your targeted audience, how to actually create a new profile page. Those things are on there. We're going to be adding more and more content, and we're going to be condensing the trainings into like a 10-minute, 15-minute, 20-minute training, so that we can touch on the points. What we've been doing last week and this week is really just laying the foundation, showing you proof of concept, and really just want to encourage everyone to, not just look at the passive part of LMG. Yes, you can do that. You can certainly do that. But to also consider really working this for yourself and empowering yourself to benefit from LMG, from all that it has to offer. So yeah, go and take a look at our corporate Facebook group page. There's going to be a lot of information on there that I feel like will empower you if you choose to use it. If you're like Marcia and you just say, show me what to do and I'll do it, and then you do it no matter what, even kind of like that video when it kind of feels like at first maybe it's not working, and then before you know it, it's working. So thank you so much, Shane. Thank you everyone for being on here, and we will share more soon.
All right, fantastic training, Candy. Thank you so much for all that you do. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, she's absolutely right. These first two trainings is just to open up the door, kind of show you guys what's happening, and continue with our relationship building, with our community building together, so we can all be on the same page. And based on all those ones that we saw, it's clear that you guys want to be able to follow the same system. So yes, check out that corporate Facebook group. Okay, it's a corporate Facebook group. It's not a page yet. We will be going live with the Facebook page very soon here too, as we lead to our soft launch. But that's a private Facebook corporate group for LMG. We will link to that in all of our private chats, all of our different chats, the invitee chat, the founders chats. We'll make sure we drop a link in there for you guys. We'll also send out an email, okay, with that Facebook group information, as well as adding it to the back office. Okay, so we just want to have several different entry points for you guys, just so you can. Oh, Candy just dropped it in the chat as well. All of you guys who are on this chat right now, go ahead and look at that. You can click on the link from there out of this chat also. Thank you, Candy. So yes, now I hope that you guys were taking some notes during this training. But even if you didn't, that's okay. You can always watch this recorded, as well as we're building this Facebook training out into a step-by-step training, okay? And it will work in conjunction with our launch system training and everything else that we're doing, okay? So things just continue to get better and better each day. We appreciate all that you are and all that you do, every single last one of you. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and adjourn this week's edition of our LMG referral partner training. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, everybody else who's on the line with us, all of our top leaders, our senior founders, all of our founders here. And again, if you're a free member and you haven't upgraded yet, these spots, they're going, okay? And they're going to go fast. We sure would hate to see you miss out, okay? So do what you got to do. We're here for you. And thank you all again so much, okay? And we will say bye for now. Got somebody else here wanted to come in and say hi. So, all right, everybody, we're going to jump. Everybody have fun with your families. Enjoy your evenings, and we'll talk to you next time. See you at the top. Bye for now.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, buddy.